Hello everyone and welcome back to another All You Need to Know video, where today we'll be taking a look at the Stones' latest big time attacking signing, and it is going to be Ruben Carvalho coming in from Maidenhead. Of course, also at Worthing in the National League South last season, but something is starting to cook in Maidstone, and it is not me sitting in this room. Well, it is, but that's not what I'm referencing. But it is roasting here, the weather is hot, and it seems things are hotting up around Maidstone as well. A very big name player coming in, someone who excelled in their very short time and multiple short stints in the National League South last season, and of course playing half the season at Maidenhead in the National League as well. Ruben Carvalho, a fantastic signing, someone who really created a lot of opportunities going forward for Worthing last season, and of course he was only there on a short-term loan deal, so who knows what full-time football at a year-long contracted club is going to do for him at this level. It is all up in the air, but I believe that he's certainly got the ability at 24 years of age to be something special for Maidstone United. I don't say it lightly either. I've known about Ruben for quite a little while now, even back in his days with Rising Ballers over 5 years ago, a YouTube series which brought about players playing amateur football. And is someone who I've just known of for a very long time. Highlighted last season during his appearances for Worthing in the podcast that we did on the Stones TV YouTube channel. Sean mentioned him being a key feature for how the league running would go, and he was certainly right. 1 goal and 5 assists for Carvalho in just under 600 minutes. So he's pretty much averaging a goal or assist every 100 minutes. That's nearly a contribution per 90, and that is one of the highest competitive averages in the league for last season. So certainly someone who has a significant opportunity to create an output, and he's certainly going to be able to do that for Maidstone. Obviously, we're going to need a few more attacking signings to support him in that sort of region. We're going to need a striker. We're going to need someone he can feed the ball to. But he was creating assists for Maidstone players last season, of course, in that Worthing versus Maidstone game where he assisted, technically, that own goal from Temio Wecker. But yeah, fantastic signing in my opinion, someone who can definitely create a lot for the Stones. Let's take a little bit of a deeper dive now into his career path up to date, and it has been quite an extensive journey for this young man. Most recently, obviously, last season playing at Maidenhead and then on loan out at Worthing. Before that, he was playing at Wingate, where he scored 17 goals and got 7 assists in 30 appearances for them in one season. So he's definitely got that ability, again, to finish his dinner up front. Something that, again, we lacked from those wider positions in recent years. It's been more of a forward focus, with the likes of Matt Rush playing in a forward position, Mo Fowl, Levi Amanchi, Aaron Blair, Jack Barham coming, down the centre of the pitch, scoring the goals for us in those areas. The wingers have been more assist players, but it's nice to know that Carvalho can do that as well. He's got a bit of both, and that is fantastic news for us. Before Wingate, he had an incredible amount of clubs, and I am going to have to read it off a list because genuinely I've tried many times to remember, and I have recorded multiple times this video in an attempt to recite them all by heart, but I might as well just read them out. So here it goes: Enfield Borough, Biggleswade, Kings Langley, East Thurrock, Basildon, Brentwood, Bowers and Pitsea, Stainstown, a short trial at Cheshunt, and a trial with Peterborough. 5 years of experience at the Chelsea Centre of Excellence and the Charlton Under-23s. Plus the Baller League at the moment, Ballers TV and all this sort of stuff from years ago. So he's been around, but he's a fantastic player, and everywhere he's been has always tipped him for something bigger and better. Unfortunately, he didn't quite cut it at Maidenhead last season. He was in and out of the side, only really featured for about 200 minutes overall for them last season across, I think it was 13 appearances. So he really didn't feature a lot, many appearances from the bench, and unfortunately just couldn't quite get the impact he needed coming on for them. But I'm hoping with what George Elokobi and Craig Fagan have to offer. Craig, of course, got excellent forward experience from a Premier League perspective from his whole days, can hopefully instill a bit of that into Ruben, get him to blossom, get him to flourish. I can easily see him being a league quality player. He's definitely not far off. He just needs that consistency. He needs that belief and supporting the people around him. He definitely got that at Worthing, was able to flourish quite well. Didn't feature so much right at the end of the season, but again, someone who gets a bit of consistency, gets that run in, gets a few games under his belt, and he's going to be ticking over very, very nicely. And I expect that from his time at Maidstone to come. For me, he's arguably the best on the ball player in the league. I think he just has this technique, this ability that catches players out. He's so good on the ball, his ability to change direction. He's quite short, he's very agile, very nimble, very good on the ball control touch. Someone pings a ball into him, it's flicked onto the on-running player. You know, he's got that just innate ability to read the game very well. That can come off in all different circumstances. He has this ability to get himself out of tight spaces. He has this ability to pick out a fantastic pass. There was quite a few times where he did set up Worthing players in his short stint there last season, even with little flicks over the top after weaving his way through some players for the likes of Cashman, who was one of the top scorers in the National League South last season. So he's definitely someone who has that ability to provide. And I think if we get a striker in, and it seems like Worthing are potentially going to be losing quite a few big players, and there's one ex-Stone in particular who would really, really help Maidstone United. I won't go into it, but big fan of the Stones, loved his time, didn't celebrate when scoring against us last season. I'll leave it at that, but my fingers are crossed that he's one of the people who may end up leaving Worthing after a bit of a structural change that they're going through this season. So hopefully Maidstone can get a forward who can link up well with the likes of Carvalho and Yilla as well, of course, and Tanga. Some forward line we're starting to form here now with a lot of experienced wingers at a very good potential age across the board. So I think that he's got that just innate ability, and I really, really hope that Maidstone are going to be able to unlock the full potential of it, because I think he's someone who could potentially become a player of the year across the league this season. That's how good I think his potential is. I don't think he's that right now. I think he does need a little bit more time of proving. I think he's definitely shown glimpses of that, and he definitely has that ability going forward to develop that consistency longer term. And I think that's what we're looking at doing here. Get him in on a year contract, presumably. It's definitely a permanent transfer, not a loan or anything like that. So he has that opportunity now to bed in, work with those people around him, and really start to perform at this level. And hopefully for him and for us, like I've been saying in some of the other videos, develop. Get a move to a big club, get a move to the Football League or the National League again. Prove yourself, because the fans will love you for it. Trust me, we love exciting players. I said exactly the same in the Yilla video just the other day. We love bums off seats players, and that is exactly what he is. So I'm really excited for this sign. If you couldn't already tell, I haven't stopped talking for 8.5 minutes straight, so I think it's time for me to wrap things up a little bit. But thank you all so very much for watching. I think this is a really promising signing for us, and hopefully there's going to be more big and better things to come in the coming weeks for Maidstone United. But all the best, Ruben. I wish you all the best of luck for this upcoming 25-26 campaign. So thank you all so very much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.